Welcome, and thank you for joining me on your mat today for this yoga practice for self-love. If you are practicing this yoga class in real time, then it is most likely Valentine's Day or the month of February. I've decided to do something special for Valentine's Day, as we may not feel the best on this day if we aren't in a relationship, and that is not the only reason why we celebrate love. When we feel like we are lacking love around us externally, it's most likely because we aren't loving ourselves the way that we should. If you are practicing this yoga class nowhere near Valentine's Day, then that is fine too. You may be looking to cultivate some self-love, boost your self-esteem, and fill your cup. I applaud you for showing up today. Let's hop on our mat and get started. Slowly make your way to your back, feet as wide as the mat, and your knees should splay inward, resting on one another. We will close our eyes and just begin to breathe deeply into the lungs. I encourage you to wrap your arms around yourself, giving yourself a big hug, and breathing into your chest. Inhale and exhale, releasing any tension, really relaxing into your yoga mat. Thank yourself for showing up today and loving your temple. Close your eyes and repeat the mantra of I love and I accept myself for exactly who I am in this moment. On every inhale, try to imagine yourself breathing in love and kindness into your lungs, filling the belly, and then exhaling all that does not serve you. Inhale, filling the body with compassion and love, and exhaling any limiting beliefs you may have about yourself. Take one last inhale here, and on an exhale, we will sigh it out. On your next inhale, we will stretch the arms and legs out long, really just rotating the wrists and the ankles, finding a deep stretch here. And then on your next inhale, we will slowly make our way to our favorite side in a fetal position, and then slowly make our way to a comfortable seat. Hands on the knees, lengthening the spine. Imagining white light traveling up the spine and out of the crown of the head. If it feels good to flip the palms open and ready to receive, then do so now. Taking full, buoyant breaths here as we nourish the body, loving ourselves, inhaling love, and exhaling all the thoughts that do not serve us. inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. When you're ready, we will all meet on all fours, moving mindfully and slowly, stacking our shoulders above the wrists and knees underneath the hip points. We will begin bringing some awareness to the spine as we move through a couple organic cat-cows here. Dropping the belly for an inhale and exhale, rounding the back. On your next inhale, we will curl the toes and slowly lift the hips, coming into our first downward facing dog. Just pedaling it out here, finding some organic movement in the ankles, the legs, and maybe even the spine here. Whatever your body is asking for you to do today, just honor that and love her. Inhale through the nose and exhale, sigh it all out. On your next inhale, we will find stillness and then bring our right leg between our palms. We will set up for high lunge as we frame the right foot, find our formation, and then rise up. Find some strength and stability here as you reach the arms up to the sky, bending as much as you need in your right knee and looking up at the fingertips. You are strong. You are able. On an inhale, we will interlace the fingers behind the back, pivot on the back foot, draw the knuckles down and away, and mindfully we will make our way into humble warrior. So your core and your chest can be here hovering above the thigh, or we can come into our full humble warrior as our crown is facing down towards the mat and our knuckles draw up and away towards the sky. Stay here for a breath as we inhale through the nose, and on an exhale we will slowly reverse, rising up and coming into our high lunge. On an inhale, we will plant the palms, framing the right foot. Plant that left palm, and on an inhale, we will reach the right arm up to the sky. And then on an exhale, we will come back down, framing the right foot and stepping back into our plank. Strong foundation here. If this is too much, you can come to the knees. Just listen to your body. And on an inhale, we will push back up, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Move through some body waves. And then find your stillness. Nice. On an inhale, we will step the left foot up between the legs and come up into our high lunge. Reach up to the sky, looking at the palms, making sure that our hips are squared forward. On an inhale, we will interlace the fingers behind the back, pivot on that back right foot, and then slowly make our way into our humble warrior, finding strength and stability in the thighs here. Try not to clench in the jaw or in the eyebrows. Just relaxing as we inhale through the nose. And on an exhale, we will slowly reverse our humble warrior. We will meet here in our high lunge. On an inhale, we will plant the right palm on the mat and then swoop the left arm up to the sky, taking a breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale, float it down. On your next inhale, we will step it back to plank. And then on an exhale, we will push it to downward facing dog. In our downward facing dog, we will find stillness here as we inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Remind yourself that you are strong, you are able, and you are here on your mat today. Take another breath here as we inhale collectively through the nose. And then on your exhale, try to draw it out a little longer than you have been. Maybe a little longer than your inhale. On an inhale, we will slowly walk our palms to our feet. So we will meet at the back edge of our mat in a forward fold. Optional to bend the knees as generously as you need. This may be your first practice of the day, or the first practice of the year, or ever. So be generous to your body. Letting the head hang a little loose here and relaxing the upper back. On your next inhale, we will move into flat back position. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, swooping the arms up to the sky, full body stretch. And exhale, bringing your palms to your chest, feeling your heart. Take a moment here to reflect and be. When you're ready, we will position ourselves long ways on the mat, setting ourselves up for wide-legged forward fold. So your feet should be a little farther than hip width apart, and your toes should be pointing forward. You can bring your arms into cactus or heart center, or on the hips here. I'm going to bring my palms directly to my heart center. And we're just slowly going to hinge at the hips here, engaging our core, our Uddiyana Bandha, finding that fire as we hit the halfway mark And stick it out here, maybe play with a little gravity, and then fold, bringing our palms right underneath the shoulders. You can also bring the palms in line with the arches of the feet, just finding whatever positioning is best for you. This is your yoga practice, so make it your own. Inhaling deeply and exhale. Try to bring the crown of your head to the mat. If you have a headstand practice, then you can take a quick headstand here. But for the rest of us, we will just breathe. No pressure on the body. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. On our next inhale, we will activate our Uddiyana Bandha and reverse. So we're moving in the same way that we flowed down, so hinging at the hips, coming up, hitting that halfway mark, and then coming up into our wide-legged stance. Mindfully here, make your way onto your knees, and we will move into a right-legged pigeon pose. So your right ankle should be just in line with the left wrist, and that left leg should be pretty parallel with the mat. You can take a look behind you to see your alignment. You can stay here up on the fingertips, or if your body is calling for you to surrender, then come into a forward fold here, just resting your forehead, your third eye on the palms, on the forearms. But whatever variation that you are in, remember to close your eyes and bring the prana through the nose, inhaling and exhaling out the nose. You are whole, all on your own. You are loved. You are supported. You are doing an amazing job. On an inhale, we will slowly and mindfully make our way into our left leg pigeon. Take your time getting there. No rush today. We are here on our mat to nourish the mind, the body, and the soul. Your left ankle should be in line with your right wrist, and your right leg should be parallel with the mat. Make sure that your foundation is set before you choose your asana resting pose. So that could be here on the fingertips or in full surrender. Love is so important. Self-love. It isn't selfish, for it is a necessity. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale out the mouth. We are almost done here. When you're ready on your next inhale, we will slowly make our way into child's pose. So typically I like to offer a wide-legged child's pose, but for this practice today, I would like for everyone to come into your traditional child's pose. So zip up through the midline, legs together, and just bringing yourself to fall over the thighs here. Bring your arms to your sides and let your shoulders roll forward and just fully relax here into the mat. A true surrendering asana. And thank yourself for showing up today on your mat for this practice. For you. The hardest part is getting on your mat. As soon as your practice begins, the hard part is over. Please remember that. Inhale and exhale. Really sigh it out here. Scare the other person in the room next to you. We will take a couple of these breaths in our own timing. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will continue in our own timing, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. Shocking the nervous system, bringing ourselves back. As your mind wanders, just observe these thoughts and then just come right back. Come right back to the breath, for it is never gone. You have the power. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. The light in me honors the light in you. I am so honored and gracious to be leading you today. Slowly bring yourself back to a natural rhythm of breath. We will end here in child's pose, but I would like everybody to bring their palms together in a Namaste shark fin. And take one inhale here collectively through the nose. And exhale. Thank you for showing up on your mat today for yourself. I hope to see you in my next class. Jai-Namaste.